in the early season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome to Fifth Third Stadium, home to the Kennesaw State Owls. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Utah Utes. Taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Kennesaw State Owls. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Kennesaw State ready to kick it off and get this game going. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Looking downfield, it's Applewhite. Gets it out quickly. Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding. I get the ball to my slot guy. He can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man. Just he catches the football in a...
Oh, it's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. He'll be brought down, but he was trying with everything he had to turn that disaster into a first down and came up a little short.
The more hats you have near the football, the more likely you are to cause a fumble. So many guys with their hands wrapped around guys, the ball's bound to pop out occasionally, and you got to be in the right place at the right time.
This offense has it with really good field position. Here's the handoff. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Nice job by the defense. A lot of times offenses want time to mesh that RPO and read it. Nah, the defense got in there so fast, they didn't give him an option. Got the nice tackle for a loss, putting the offense in a worse situation.
Back to pass on second down. Snagged in the middle. It's Joyner. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
When you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receivers got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say?
Got enough space. Touchdown, Kennesaw State. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
Well, I know it's a very small sample size, and we've got a lot of football to go this year, but what can you say about this offense? How explosive and impressive they look. Top 5 in the nation in scoring, and you can see why. They've got speed and playmakers all over the field.
On the run from inside his own 5. Makes a move. He'll be shoved out of bounds at the 39 after a good return on that one. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to throw, it's Applewhite. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And I know it wasn't successful there, but you can go back to last week. Like, they're going to throw this man the football. They find creative ways to get him the ball. Really good coaches get their playmakers the ball in space, and that's what I like about this offense. I bet they come back to him and find a way to throw him the football some more.
A pickup of 8 now to convert this 3rd and 2.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
Now on the option.
And you kind of thought in that situation QB might keep it, but makes the right read. Gets it to the pitch man, and what does he do? Gets downhill. Get downhill and get that first down. New set of downs. Nice execution on the option by this offense.
Kennesaw State coming out with another first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. That's caught. It's Joyner. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And the catch and run into the end zone. You don't get a hurt. Kennesaw State does. Touchdown, Owls.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this. There he goes! And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big gain for the offense.
They'll ride the hot hand. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Makes the catch. It's Andrews. Make the stop at the 40, but he's got 15 yards on that one and a first down.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
Back to throw. It's Applewhite. That's caught. It's Brown. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you've got the offense right where you want it.
And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. From 55 yards out, and he's got it. Never a doubt. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's recap that Big 12 matchup that just went final moments ago. Texas Tech was all gas and no brakes in one of the more convincing wins we'll see this week. The type of performance Graham Harrell and Michael Crabtree used to deliver in that memorable 11-win season of 2008. Fun one in the Big 12, man. They generally are, as the teams there continue to jockey for pole position.
Hey, Kevin Connors, keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to that.
Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Owls. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Yeah, this offense, man, they look good. They looked great last week, obviously putting up huge numbers. Again this week, coming out the gates in the first quarter with the scoring drive. This offense is putting the college football world on notice.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Back to pass, it's Applewhite. A little screen to the running back. Nice move to pick up yardage. Up near the 40-yard line, they'll mark it at the 39 to pick up a 15. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the first down.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Here comes the option. Now the toss. Past the first down marker and still running. Made a defender miss. And that's what this option will do to you. They got the pitch man free, and he was off to the races.
And what a great decision by the quarterback. Like, it's such a timing and an art when you run this option. Like, you want to get those guys to collapse on you like he does and get that pitch man open. And then you see now he has space to run down the field and make the big play.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Utes! Big-time touchdown there to get some much-needed momentum.
You got to find something, right? Who you going to go to make that big play to get you back into it? You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to inch back into it and get some momentum going.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Power football with the run. And a good pickup to move the chains, and the clock will expire, and that's how they'll be set up to start the second quarter. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. On the option. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like, really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. He wants to change this route. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. The quick out. His junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Murray. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Plows through the defense.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Gives it on the option. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
That 3rd down pass was coming in hot before it fell to the ground. It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
Man, that is a big-time drop right there. 4th down, opportunity to catch it, maybe get the 1st down. That is tough to swallow, but as a QB, I got to walk over to him and say, listen, dude, we're going to need you later on. I still believe it.
On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't. And he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
The Utes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
They're a couple of yards short of the 1st down, but the offense will stay out there on 4th down. Caught in the backfield. It's Andrews. Still running at the 40. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
To the air, it's Applewhite. Snagged out of the air. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Wants to throw again. Finds his man in the middle. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
It's been a nice drive by this offense so far, and now this quarterback is faced with a critical third down in the red zone, trailing by a couple of possessions. If they're able to capitalize here, get this first down, score a touchdown on this drive, this game takes on a completely different feel. So this just feels like a massive moment in this game.
And that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that third and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a fourth down.
On fourth down, looking to pass. Going for 6. He caught it. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
And they must have had a play in practice that they just felt was unstoppable, because they essentially just took away an automatic chip shot field goal to go for that fourth down. But because of the execution, it was just too good. They're looking now to score 6.
They'll pull it on the read. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Second and goal, no dice for this offense. If I'm on offense right now, I'm thinking about who are my mismatches, who are my big bodies out wide that I can throw them the football and they can make a play over top of somebody.
Looking to the end zone on third and goal. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Utah! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. Lining up for the PAT. And they tack on the extra point to cut the lead to 21-17. So that's a 60-yard touchdown drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. Fielded in the end zone, it's Dennis. He gets it out to the 32 and sets him up with a little better field position. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. The give on the option. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Looking to fire. Moves away as he feels pressure. At midfield, he's got room. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
And he's just kind of proven that he's difficult to defend. And when I'm playing defense, and we've seen him have success throwing the ball through the air, but now, nice job dropping back, trying to force the ball down the field, but does a really smart thing. Just kind of tucks it, takes off, and gets the first down. This guy's showing you a little bit of everything today.
They get it down to the 35 before he stops. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down.
Right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
Slides to back and leaves it. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Here's the pressure. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Trying to escape and get it himself. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They're going to pass on the field goal. They're still looking for 6 in this situation. Trying to do it on the ground. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
And how about the run play on 4th and 3 to 4? A lot of times you see that's a pass play nowadays. They run the football. They stick to what they do well. They know where the first down marker is, and they get the first down.
Pulls and fires complete. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Nice move to keep running. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the 2nd level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Well, if this situation on the field, this defense has their hands full because this running back just seems to have a nose for the end zone. Of course, he scored his last time out. He's really good down here close to the goal line finding creases.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll run the option. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Defense rolling out the big bodies to try to stuff the run. On the option. Now the toss. Touchdown, Kennesaw State. Great job by the back on the option.
That's just a fantastic job of executing a 2-minute type situation by this offense. Something you practice all week long from end of half and end of game. Quarterback, really nice job. Good job by the staff, too, getting the plays in quickly so they could get up to the line of scrimmage and get going. And them scoring that touchdown with seconds to go here in the first half, piling onto their lead, that gives them tremendous confidence heading in at halftime.
No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. We're just about ready to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Dennis. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Back to pass. Using the quick game.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Facing a third down and short from the 26. They'll try to get the first through the air. Caught behind the line. It's Murray. He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football.
And those corner routes, those quarterbacks need to throw the ball with some air and put it towards the sideline, away from the defender. You can tell a little bit maybe underthrown. The defender doing a good job sticking with the play, getting his hand on the football, and getting the deflection.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Gets it to him on the screen. Breaks into the open. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Leaves it with the back. Oh, better look out. You don't get a hook. Kennesaw State does. Touchdown, Owls. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? I'm not sure anyone even breathed on that running back by the time he got into the end zone.
Nah, so many blockers out in front. Where are the defenders? I mean, it's a good idea. You know, the guy with the ball, that's usually the guy we want to go tackle. Go get him.
Ball will be placed at the 40 after that kick out of bounds. Looking to throw, it's Applewhite. They're working that left side. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Williams. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it all in that last play.
Finds his tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Wants to keep it in the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Savage. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Got some work to do after that last play, 2nd and 13. Looking to fire. He's got him. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
And here comes money down for this offense. Third down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
1st and goal, and a touchdown here really gives him momentum. Got it set up on the outside. Beck's going for the goal line. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Utes! Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
He'll bring it out. It's Dennis. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. This lead that they've been working with has dwindled to 2 possessions, and now they'll try to find a little breathing room on this drive.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback. Somebody has to have the pitch. And most importantly, when you get there, you got to get them on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
On the option. They'll try the run. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? To the air. It's Petty. The sweet feet buy a little time. Firing to the right, complete. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Quickly out to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Well, the offense trying to attack the perimeter of the field in the passing game. And how about the sweet feet by the receiver on that play?
Who doesn't like a little dash of the yards with their football? A little ballet moment there. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the 1st down. And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He might want another play. He'll run for it. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. They give you 4 downs for a reason, and this offense decides to use every one of them.
Hey, if I had a back like that and I had this offensive line, man, I would do it too. I wouldn't even think twice about it. Roll the dice, give your guys an opportunity to go make a play, and they do.
They go to the wide receiver screen. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. 8th play of the drive coming up. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Catch in the middle, it's Joyner. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. We've reached the break. It's Kennesaw State on top. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the 3rd. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. To the air, it's Petty. They're setting up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Owls!
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the 4th quarter.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's the big-time moment. In the 4th quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. And the Utes can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The give to the back. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
Well, it's not a home run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains.
The Utes are rolling down the field. To the air, it's Applewhite. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Bennett slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Hauls it in. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
Well, the receiver was able to make the catch on the slant throw, and then he got north right away. He creased the defense with his speed, picking up extra yardage after catching the slant.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Man, do I love being a defensive lineman in games like today when you know you got to go get the quarterback. Like, they're down on the other side. They have to throw the football. Only chance they have to get back in. I'm playing the pass every time, pinning my ears back and going to get the quarterback.
Caught over the middle. It's Savage. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. And the Utes line it up with a 1st and goal. Direct snap. And this was just a low man wins battle right on the doorstep of the goal line, and the defense comes up with the stop. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They'll come to the line just trying to keep their hope alive on 3rd and goal.
And in that situation, on the 1-yard line, the defense brings...
Touchdown, Utah! Quick strike through the air for the score. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire. You might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Coming out with it, it's Dennis. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David.
Turning it on! Breaks a tackle, and he continues to fight for yards. And the big gain, they've got it on the 46.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the 4th quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
Smart move to keep it on the ground. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Rides the back on the option to give. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Murray. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the 1st down at the 36.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
Kennesaw State coming out with another first down. From the gun, he leaves it with the back.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They're in control. The clock is their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. Give to the running back. There he goes.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
And with things in their favor on the scoreboard, the quarterback's favorite play in the playbook. The old kneel down from victory formation. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw 2 really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, 2 really good teams, man. That's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone else now. Like, I was ranked below this squad. You beat a team that's ranked above you. Now you start to climb up the charts, build some momentum. This squad's about to get some more respect, Palmer.
I think good teams find ways to win games, especially in a game like this. 2 ranked opponents, evenly matched. Who's going to be able to make the plays when it matters the most? You got to give this team credit. This is a big win. It's impressive, and now they get to move up the rankings.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.